Hello everyone, this is March monthly readings, and I'd like to always hop on here and wish you well for the month ahead and just thank you for tuning in. If you want more, you can definitely head on over to my website, abundantlifetarot.com, and I have got love readings, abundance readings, general life readings for the month ahead for each sign. And I encourage you to check out not just your sun sign, but your moon sign, your rising sign, to get a full picture of how your month is going to go. And then also check out your significant other or other friend or loved one or boss to see how their month is going as well. So I hope you have an amazing, abundant March, and let's get on into it. Hello Taurus, this is your March monthly abundance tarot and oracle reading, and we're just going to get right on into it. All right, first up, I'm going to ask Spirit what in the month of March in terms of career, abundance, wealth, finances, career for Tauruses will they be confronting? What will you be confronting or dealing with or facing? We have Three of Pentacles. Any other messages? Okay, we have Queen of Swords and then the Eight of Swords. Okay, what tools will Tauruses be utilizing to bring about abundance into their life? Okay. We got Five of Wands. Any other tool? No. Tower. Okay. All right. And then the outcome. What's happening? How does the month of March end in terms of the abundance area for Taurus? We have the Queen of Pentacles. What happens? What are the takeaways? Six of Cups. Three of Swords. Okay. All right, Spirit, can you give us additional information about what's to come in March? We've got two cards, Face Your Financial Fears and Quiet Retreat. So we're going to put that here and that here. What about what tools will Tauruses be utilizing to bring about more abundance into their life? What tools? Okay, visualize abundance in all forms, right? And what about the outcome? Any additional insights or guidance for Tauruses and what's to come in abundance? Words of abundance. Okay. Any additional information? Oh, let's try that again. For what's happening, what's coming for Tauruses in abundance. Any additional info? That's too many cards. One, please. Or if three come out like that again, we'll just give them, we'll sign them for each row. Okay. All right. Balance. Oh, I have to move my stones over to make room for that card. I'm all picky about how they look. Okay. What about additional information regarding the tools? Luna. Shut up again. Interesting. And then Bond. Okay. let's get started. So in terms of what's happening this month, work is definitely on your mind, working with others in partnership, co-creative workings with maybe your partner and your spiritual connection, or maybe you and a boss and another coworker, but definitely a partnership. It feels like not just a partnership with other people, but a partnership with creative spirit inside of you. And it's inspiring you. And you get there through quiet retreat, through spending some alone time, perhaps in February and March, where you realize some things about where you see your future going, how you really want to have abundance appear in your life, what would make your life feel much more abundant. And as a result, some powerful things start to happen. You start to feel more confident, more self-assured, more seasoned, like the Queen of Swords, more, you've been through some things and you're ready for more. But with that responsibility of advancing in your career, of advancing in your business or in your endeavors, comes a fear of, can you support this? Can you support yourself? Can you support your family? You have these big ideas. You have these things that you're ready to execute on, like the Queen of Swords. You have pathways that will be successful down the line, but it comes with risk, and you have been worried with the Eight of Swords, worried about your finances, worried about your financial future, worried if you will be able to have all that you want to accomplish, and that may not make you rich, but you just want to make sure that you're going to be taken care of. So this month in March, you are really, Taurus, invited to face your financial fears once and for all, really, to strike a balance with your dreams and pursuing them and growing them and cultivating them, but still in the day-to-day, taking care of your business, taking care of your bills, taking care of what needs to be taken care of for your family finances. There is a balance. It doesn't have to be feast or famine. Sometimes we think you have to be the starving artist. That doesn't have to be, unless you choose it to be. Let's read this. It says, face your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about your fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. So that's going to be a big theme for you in March, Taurus, is facing your financial fears and knowing that you are really, truly supported, and remembering, coming back to that remembrance. Quiet retreat. It's time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself, and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. So, and also, this is a good antidote to when you start to stress out and freak out about whether or not you're going to be able to make that dream a reality. Pause, quiet retreat, and then you will remember the truth of what is and what's to come. The tools that you have at your disposal is, there's going to be some internal conflicts. Maybe there might be some little spats with coworkers, with your partners, and you're invited to see things from their perspective this month and use that as a tool to avoid further conflict. Conflict isn't necessarily going to help you if you stay mired there, but it will help you advance and grow if you allow it to, and to grow from it. Hear other people out, and then they will hear you out. And that's a very powerful and helpful tool with the Five of Wands. It also is saying you may be dealing with some inner conflicts. Again, those financial worries, those fears, those anxieties, wondering if things are going to work out. You're going to have to really try to work with that and assuage that. And how you do that is by visualizing abundance in all forms. God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings, and that is what you will experience. Gorgeousness. So that is the antidote, especially when you feel like it's not even an external conflict with others, but more about an internal conflict. Oftentimes, it's the external conflicts are just the outpicturing of what's internally going on. But when we remember that we are powerful, creative beings of light, that we have the power to visualize abundance and make it so, that helps with that. Okay? The moon card is about listening to, following our intuition, following our inner guidance when, our other senses may be obscured. Maybe we can't see all the answers. Maybe we don't hear everything we need to hear just yet. Maybe we don't know, we can't really physically know and see it all, but we can intuit our way through. And we are called this month to utilize this heavily as a tool, and that things may be distorted. You may not understand what you are seeing, but you will understand what your gut and your intuition is telling you. So listen to it. And then another powerful tool is the Tower. What's sitting next to the Tower is the Luna card. The Luna card is about being in that receptive energy, being able to turn things onto its head, see things, like when things are all going disarray and all kind of topsy-turvy in your life, to not get so caught up in woe is me, but instead looking at things as an opportunity of how is this actually blessed? How is this actually can be a blessing to me, this Tower card? Where is the blessing in this? And then receiving that blessing, really understanding it and receiving it. And so you're invited this month to, when there's something that turns itself onto its head, it's stressing you out, may not even stress you out. It could be something good I always look at the Tower card as taking something that you stacked everything neatly and you put it all in like a shoebox, right? You know how you could take a shoebox and I used to take shoeboxes and turn them into little doll houses for my little small miniature dolls. And everything is perfect. And then you have someone who comes in who doesn't even realize that the shoebox is actually your house. And they turn it upside down. And that's how I feel like with the Tower. And how can you find the blessing in that? Where is the blessing? See it and take it in. And then you're going to be blessed even more beyond that because of your ability to do that. It's a powerful tool, and you're getting a lot better and more astute at using that tool. And again, it's God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. So remember that even in tough times, those are still creative times. We create our future in our now. So if you're creating more negative experiences right now, that's what you're going to have in the future. If you're creating more worry and anxiety in the now, that's what you're going to have more of. You're going to have more to worry about and fret over in the future because of that. So just be mindful of what you're visualizing on. And then finally, the outcome cards. These are your takeaway cards. The cards of how the month ends, what you take away, what you leave behind in terms of abundance. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Three of Swords. Wow. So this month, you're going to be called to really start taking care of your physical health and well-being so you could be able to be there for others. The Queen of Pentacles is a nurturer, as are you, no matter if you're male or female. Tauruses, to me, are that earth sign, and they tend to typically be that caregiver spirit. So, but you can only, it's best to restore your energy, restore your health, your body, your spirit, your home life, have that restored and up and going, so that way you can be a source of strength for others. And so you start to realize that, Taurus, because we have the Six of Cups here, where you are starting to feel really good about where you're going on your path. You're feeling good about your finances, your life purpose. You're feeling connected to those around you, to maybe your partner, it feels solid and secure. But whatever came that's in your life that kind of went topsy-turvy in March for you, maybe giving you a little grief, a little disappointment, a little worry, wondering if you're going to be able to move past this moment, and wondering if, you know, like some of you feel like you're stuck in jobs that are just not made for you, or stuck in a position in life that just doesn't feel settled yet, and you can't quite put your finger on it. It's causing, some of you, it's causing distress, heartbreak, heartache, because you feel like you're wasting away, withering away, and not able to do the kind of work that you really are meant to do. But let's go back to the basics. It's time to bond with what it is that we do love to do, what it is that brings us joy. We can wallow and worry and fret over what is bothering us, and like if it's a bad job, well, if you're focusing always on the negative aspects of that job, as opposed to what really drew you to the job in the first place, then yeah, you're going to have more of that negative heartache and heartbreak. And that's just because you start to feel good about your job, your current job, doesn't mean that you have to stay there, and it doesn't mean that you can't work towards your new job, your new future. It just means that you're able to appreciate what it is that is in your life right now, and see the gifts that it is. Words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms. And that is what you attract for yourself and others. So remember that when you start to feel a little down, especially, I get a sense this is pertaining to those who maybe have a job that feels a little dead end to them, feels a little, even if there's opportunity to grow, you don't feel connected. You feel, like disconnected from it, and it's tearing you up. But you've got to shift your perspective and start to focus on bonding with what feels good to you, and shifting your perspective and spending more energy and time in what feels good, and that energy will bring in more of that for you. All right, my lovely Tauruses, I hope this reading finds you well. I wish you a very prosperous and abundant March. Thank you for watching. Check out the love readings if you're so interested. I do throw some cards down for singles and couples, or I speak to it. This month I'm doing it a little differently for the love and general life. I'm going to do it all in one video. I'm just playing with different things, seeing how it works out. So anyways, love you guys. See you all in the next video. Bye.